Hello and welcome to another Starcraft 2 commentary video with GomJabbar at the top right and Shako at the bottom left. This is the Protoss versus Terran again. I would really love to do other matchups, but I am having so much fun with PvT right now. So, guess what? I'm showing off another kick-ass build that I just discovered. Somebody, I think NickBot posted this on TeamLiquid. It's an awesome build. You need to check it out, and I'm going to show it to you right here. So, this is going to be a one-gate fast expand with a rush attack, and it's actually insane. I can't even believe that this happens, that this works. This is turning my whole universe upside down right now, guys. So, the build is really easy to execute, actually. Basically, you do everything totally standard, pylon on 9, chrono boost the Nexus, and, we'll step through it as it happens. So, chrono boosting my Nexus. This is totally normal so far. And I do my second chrono boost on the Nexus, can put my gateway down. And I'm going to scout after gateway. I've kind of stepped away from scouting after pylon against Terran. You can harass the SCV making the barracks, but if they're good, they're just going to pull another one off, and then, I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. There's nothing wrong with it, I guess. I just don't bother anymore. So, I'm going to keep making probes. I only cut probes at one point in this build, and you'll see it soon. This gas is totally normal. Went down at 16 pylon here. Putting guys in the gas. 3 guys in gas right now. And right as this finishes, I am actually going to cancel this probe so that I have enough money to immediately make a zealot. I want to make the cybernetics core and the zealot at the exact same time, and I want to chrono boost this gateway constantly. And of course I go right back to making probes. I only have to cut for a second or so. It's not a big deal at all. Making more probes. My money is super low. Still chrono boosting. I've got one zealot out, making another one, chrono boosting it. Again, you want constant chrono boost. You can actually chrono boost 2 zealots out by the time this finishes, approximately. And I can chrono boost this one more time, actually. And now I'm going to make a stalker. And I'm going to start warp gate research, still making probes. Everything's normal. Well, I should be making probes. I'm actually forgetting at the moment. Because I'm sending this guy down. Make a pylon. Now I do send out the zealots first, and then I rally the gateway to the zealots, because the stalker is so fast it can actually catch up. So I want to send the zealots a little early to make this attack as fast as it can be. And let's take a look at what the Terran is doing. Terran's got a barracks, making marauders. No upgrades quite yet. And another barracks and a factory. I mean, this is pretty standard from Terran. Normally we might see a few more marauders than just the one marine, but this is fine. He'll have a marauder out by the time I get there, and this is at 4 minutes and 44 seconds. And as soon as I have enough money, I'm not cutting probes at all, but I'm going to expand. I could have probably afforded a sentry as well. That might have been the safe thing to do, but for now we're just going to focus on this. 2 zealots and 1 stalker. I'm going to attack. And this is actually like so hard for the Terran to hold this off. I need to micro this stalker a little bit. You do have to micro this battle. And I'm going after the marine. Marines can't really micro against zealots, and without concussive shell, neither can marauders. And as soon as he has no units left, I just killed all his units, taking no losses. I'm going to go into his SCV line. And I don't know if you know this, but in a choke point, stalkers are really good against SCVs. So now I'm killing off as much as I can. I could have probably tried to micro a little better here and maybe save the stalker, but it's not a big deal. He has 5 SCVs. 5 SCVs, a marauder, and a Hellion. What do I have? I've got an expansion that's about to finish. 3 gateways, a robo. Now your follow-up to this opening attack is well, it's kind of up in the air. I like to get at least another gateway and then a robo. and then a third gateway. And then I'll transition into a double forge that you saw in my last video. You might ask, what if you actually don't do that much economic damage? And, you know, if you don't, that's not a big deal. You have a pretty good force, and you're just going to expand. And this Hellion's trying to do some stuff, but it can't really do much. I mean, you can already tell, 8 SCVs to 31 probes with an expansion up. I'm going to win this game. There's no question about it at this point. So I just have to play really safe and, you know, getting my observer out. Everything is basically normal. It's just, yeah, Hellion got some scouting in, but not a big deal. Everything's really normal. It's accelerated because I got a 1 gateway fast expand. So awesome! You can tell I'm very excited about this build. You know, the food count obviously double for me. There's no question about it. And there's a double forge. So I'm just gonna sort of blast through the rest of this game. There's no real reason to look at the details. And then we'll look at the opening once again. So I'm scouting. I see medevac before he has an expansion, which makes me think he's going for some kind of all-in drop kind of nonsense, which totally fine. I'm prepared for it. I've got guys up there, guys down here, spotter pylons. Nothing fancy going on. More double forge. Here comes a drop. I'm totally ready for it. All it takes is some observers and watching the mini-map when you suspect a drop like this. And he's doing another one, but I chased it away. Nothing at all happening. My food count's almost triple. And, you know, pretty obvious win. I could use more sentries in my army, but yeah, get my Colossi out. I actually misrallied them over here, but it kind of worked out that they were hidden from scans. He's doing a drop here. It's not really doing much. Still 67 probes to 41 SCVs. Got my third up, and I'm gonna move out. Let's just take a look at this attack real quick. I'm pulling back. Alright, what are the unit counts? We've got 12 Marauders, 8 Marines, 0 upgrades. I've got 25 Zealots, 3 Colossus, 24 Stalkers, and 2 Sentries, all at 3-2. And, yeah, I'm getting charge. Basically maxed. Going to take another base, and, yeah, this is game. Not the best force fields, locking my own army out, but, you know, whatever. There's a GG. So, let's go ahead and just go through that opening one last time, because this is a shorter video, and I really want to impress upon you how amazing this opening is. Let's look at it from the Terran's point of view, actually. I'm interested to see this. Now, if the Terran, you know, goes for like a 1 barracks expand, you're going to just crush it. It's not even going to be close, right? You're going to do a ton of damage to the SCV line. If they do, you know, a 2 racks kind of thing with mostly Marauders, you're going to do fine. Zealots are good against Marauders, and you have a Stalker in the back to do the DPS while they cut it. That doesn't make any sense. While the Zealots are being kited, that's what I meant to say, the Stalker's doing all the DPS on those Marauders, and you've got 2 Zealots, so they're going to have to kite them for a very long time, and you're actually just going to kill it. If he makes a mixture of Marines and Marauders, Marines are terrible against both Stalkers and Zealots, except in really large numbers. And, I mean, if he goes for some kind of tech like he is now, he's going for a 1 barracks factory play. If he's going for tech, he's not going to have much in the way of units. And he needs to put down a bunker here. Right? And he needs to put down a very fast bunker. He needs I mean, as soon as he saw those 2 zealots out here, he basically needed to start a bunker. And even with a bunker, I could theoretically just walk right by it. He's not going to have more than 2 Marines and a Marauder by the time I get there. According to the creator of this build, which was NickBot on TeamLiquid, I will link to his thread in the description of this video. The best way to deal with this as Terran is probably bunker, maybe wall off, and getting like nothing but Marines out of 3 barracks. Which Terrans are just not going to do because it's not really that good except against this. So, what if he had gotten Concussive Shell earlier, maybe? Wouldn't have really changed much. He might have done a little more damage against my Zealots, but I don't see it doing that much, really. He still has to kite the Zealots, and the Stalker is going to do the damage. And, you know, you won't always get this much damage, but, I mean, any amount of pressure and SCV damage again when you're doing a 1 gateway expand is pretty baller. So, that is how you do the 1 gate expand. You make a gateway, you make a zealot as soon as you make the cyber core, as soon as it starts you make a zealot, and then you chrono boost out those 2 zealots and stalker, rally them to the opponent's base, and kill some SCVs. So that is NickBot's 1 gate FE. Enjoy.